What's up, everybody? I just wanted to get on here and do a little update. Uh, I know I was going to do some more videos on the bike, but basically what happened, I'll explain to y'all what exactly is going on here in a second, but for right now, I'm going to tell you guys we might be on a little bit of a standstill on the bike right now. Because I got the sprocket on and the chain on and everything. I got it ready to ride. And the day I got the sprocket and the chain on, I don't think I filmed any of it and posted it. But because it's been so long, I really can't remember. It's been a few weeks. But I got the sprockets and the chain on and everything. Got it ready to go. And basically what happened was I rode it. It ran great, you know. It was running fantastic. It was riding good, shifting good, everything. Well, I realized that I was almost out of gas. You know, I was just riding it around the neighborhood, just, you know, testing it out because I haven't been able to ride it since I got the thing. I didn't even know if all the gears were there. So I wanted, you know, do a little test ride, make sure nothing else is wrong. And everything went good. Everything went well. And then, like I said, I was almost out of gas, so I came home and it still had a little bit of gas in it, like enough to run. And I was like, well, I'll go to the gas station here in a minute, but I'm going to take it around the block one more time. Because I had a gas can, but it didn't have any gas in it. So I went out and went to ride it around the block one or two more times before I went and got gas for it. And it wouldn't start. So I tried for probably, I don't know, 20 minutes trying to get it to start. It wouldn't start at all. Like, it wasn't even firing. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I don't think this is the issue because it was running just fine. You know, it wasn't acting like it was about out of gas, even though I know it was. But I was like, well, maybe it's just doesn't have enough gas in it. So I went and go get gas, come back home, put some gas in it, and it still wouldn't start. So I tried for probably about 2 hours to get it to start, and it wasn't starting. And then I checked my oil because I looked through everything. Except I was not able to check my spark because the spark plug, whoever had it before me, stripped it out. But I was like, well, I'll go ahead, you know, check the oil, just do a little overlook, make sure there's no wires disconnected or anything. But it was weird because it was just running just fine. But I checked the oil, and when I checked the oil, it was drip dry, nothing on the dipstick at all. And I was like, well, that's weird because I just did an oil change on this bike. And the bike that I have, the one that y'all see on the channel, takes 3 quarts of oil. Well, when I did the oil change, I did 3 quarts of oil, started it, let it run for about 30 seconds to a minute, shut it off, checked it again. It was completely fine, right where it needed to be. And I was like, well, maybe, you know, I don't really know a whole bunch about bikes. You know, I'm still in the learning process. So I was like, maybe some of the oil, you know, just got into the gears since I rode it for the first time. So I get some more oil, I dumped some in there, got it full, and then continued to kick it for a little bit more. It still wouldn't start, and then checked the oil again just cuz, and it was empty again, nothing on the dipstick. And I put more oil in it and then put it away. Not after I put more oil in it, I didn't kick it or nothing. I just put it away for the night. I go out the next morning, and before I even tried to kick it, because I had the oil issue in the back of my head, before I even tried to kick it, I checked the oil, and it was gone again. I was like, well, that's weird, because there's no oil on the ground, you know, there's no oil anywhere, but it's not on the dipstick. So I've just, like, after that, I just kind of sat around, you know, not really messing with it. I've been busy with other stuff going on, and I go out, I think it was like 3 or 4 days ago, and I had my buddy over. I was just out in the garage. I forget what we were doing, but we were doing something out in the garage, and I was like, should I try to start the bike? He was like, sure. I was like, you think it'll start? He was like, no. I was like, me neither. And it started third kick and ran perfect. So I was like, well, I know the last time I checked the oil, there wasn't nothing on the dipstick. Well, when I bought this bike, I don't know if I told you guys, but I got this bike for free off of my uncle's. But when I first brought the bike home, it ran and everything, and it was running good. But it like sounded a little bit rough. And when I checked the oil, there wasn't no oil in it. And then I put more oil into it before I did the oil change and everything. And I could hear the difference with how it was running. And I was taking it around the block, and I was like, well, it sounds fine. It's not making any funny noises. It's running smooth, shifting smooth. Everything's going smooth. So I rode it around the neighborhood for probably about 25, 30 minutes. And I come back to the house, and I was like, you want to ride it? And I was talking to my buddy. I was like, you want to ride it? And he was like, sure. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and double check this oil. So I shut it off. I checked the oil. And after it ran and got warm, the oil, it had too much. Like, all the oil that I've poured into it and it continued disappearing, it, like, came back. And, like, the oil was filled all the way up almost to the cap. So I was like, well, I mean, I don't want to run it like that too much because then I can blow a seal or, fry my rings or something. So I was like, well, after I checked the oil and everything, I was like, well, let me get it started and I'll let you take it around the block once or twice. And it wouldn't start again. So I was like, well, that's weird. So I sat down for a little bit, talked to a few people because I thought it was kind of weird. And I have a few ideas based off of the things that some of these people told me and just the knowledge that I know about the bike with the little bit that I know. What I'm thinking is happening, I don't understand the oil thing. Like, I know oil will expand a little bit once it gets warm, and that would explain how the oil is so full now after it ran. But what I'm thinking is when I rode it, there was a little bit of oil in my cylinder because when I got the sprockets and chain put on and got it ready to ride, it was sitting on a stand for about 2 weeks because I was on vacation for a week, and then the other week I just didn't have the parts in to get it rideable. So it was sitting on a stand, and that's when I did a whole bunch of other work too, and I was like, well, maybe, because when I started it the first time, it burnt like just puffs and puffs of smoke, and it was oil. I could smell it. So what I was thinking is maybe some of the oil drained to a place in the motor where it shouldn't have been, and it got in my cylinder, and the oil made my spark plug wet. But then I was thinking, how is it running so good if my spark plug is wet until I shut it off? And I got to thinking more about it, and I was like, well, I don't know for sure, but my idea is that it's got so much oil in it that when it's running, that oil is being burnt because it's being burnt in the cylinder. But it's weird because I don't smell anything, but I also didn't really pay that much attention, so I could be wrong there. But what I'm thinking is there's oil getting into my cylinder, and when I shut it off, that oil splashes up onto my spark plug and makes it wet, and that's why it won't start. So what I'm going to do is, I'm hoping at some point this week, but I don't know because deer season's coming around, and I'm pretty sure I found a new spot to hunt this year, so I might be spending money on deer corn and some other things that is deer season related. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it going this week or not. If I can, I will take a video of it. But what I'm going to do is just drain out all the oil and then put 3 quarts in it and just leave it there no matter what the dipstick says. So we're going to try that. And then I'm also going to get me a new spark plug. So they're only like $6 here where I get my parts. I get my parts at Mid-Ohio Power Sports here in Mount Vernon, a little local shop. But yeah, I'm going to get me a new spark plug, and if that don't fix it, I'm just going to go ahead and get a new CDI box, which I'll have to find not through Mid-Ohio. I called them today. They have a spark plug for it, but they discontinued the CDI box for my bike, so I'm going to have to find that aftermarket. So I'm going to figure that out, and then I'm going to see if I can find a junk one on Facebook or Craigslist or something and see if I can snag one off of an old bike, like a parts bike or something. But if not, I'm going to have to resort to eBay. I don't want to do that, but if I absolutely have to, I will. So that's the plan. I'm going to try the oil stuff first, and then I'm going to do the spark plug, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to get a new CDI box and hope that fixes it. Because after that, the only thing that really needs done to the bike to get it on the road is I need to get it. I'm hoping it's a bulb for my brake light. When I hit my brakes, my light doesn't light up. And I need to get a license plate mount, and I'm going to paint it, which isn't really necessary to have done on the road because it doesn't matter how it looks. But I'm going to paint it just so that it looks a little bit better. I'm probably just going to rattle can it because I'm not trying to it's a dirt bike. It's going to be going on trails and stuff, getting scratched up. So I'm just going to use spray paint probably, but I'm going to get the better kind. And then after that, all that really needs done is, I don't know if I said a license plate mount or not, but after license plate mount, all I would need to get done is I need to get the forks rebuilt. I'm pretty sure I just need seals, but I don't know when it comes to forks. I've never dealt with them. But I do have somebody that's willing to help me with that. I just have to wait until I can get the money to get the parts and then give him a little bit of cash for helping me. But yeah, the next when I get the parts that I need to fix this bike, like I said, I don't know if it's going to be this week. I don't know when, but just keep an eye out. Stay tuned for it. But once I get it going, I'm going to get a little shirt with a pocket and put my phone in there and record myself, you know, just taking it around the neighborhood, just putting around, but I can't do it too much because it's not legal on the road yet. But as of right now, I'm not even riding it just to ride it. I'm riding it to go through everything, make sure there's nothing wrong, and make sure it's riding good, shifting good, you know, everything like that. But so far, everything's been good except for that problem, which I'm hoping it's just one of those simple things, because if not, I have no idea what it could be, and I do not want to spend a whole bunch of money on bringing it to a professional. But yeah, just stay tuned. I'll make a video on doing the oil and stuff. But yeah, that's just about it. Just wanted to give you guys a little update. But yeah, just stay tuned, and I will catch y'all in the next one.